Hey guys, welcome to another week and now just another week, beginning of a new month. So normally what is expected of a trader is, for you to reevaluate your performance in the previous month, see what you did right, why did it work, see what you did wrong, why did you end up in losses, and just rescheme, your attitude and psychology towards, your trading in general, and take things off again, see the chart clearly from the monthly perspective and see what you have to do. So that's what we're gonna do in this case. So the first this is what we're going to be looking at this week, the pounds USD, right? So the pounds USD, what can we see right here is that we've taken things back to the monthly time frame to see things clearly and to understand things from a very, very clean point of view. So the first thing we have right here is price actually making a push, to okay, first let's see the zones, right? We have the upper mid range and we have the lower zones right on this level. So what can we see the price is actually doing, right? So if we actually want to read the behavior of prices since prices started to reject, you can see we have the first exhaustion, double exhaustion, which led to price making a push to the upside, and definitely we can see obviously the price making the move to the upside. So we can't just actually work with this alone. We have to take things, to break things down further a bit. So let's bring out the different zones. So we have the different zone, we have the trend line break as well. So what can we see right here? It's very obvious right now. The prices cross the lowest upper zone, and now if there's any information the price is telling us, the prices within moving within this level and this level, so we could be having a very bullish stance, right? And obviously if you look at the past couple months, like 12 months or so, prices actually been on a very strong bullish move. So what has been rejecting price so far? It's quite simple, right? After price broke this upper zone, right, a lot of people are taking profit right at the 161.8 Fibonacci level, right, which is the reason why price has actually been rejecting, right? So let's take things off a bit. So one thing we know for sure is that any trade opportunity we're going to be having has to be like to this mean drain zone that we have right here. So that's really making a lot of sense to us. So let's take things to the weekly time frame to understand what's going on quickly on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, right, we have our major lows, of course, the lows, right? But after price made the major lows, what can we see right here? We can see the price has been making a mini higher lows. We have a low, we have the low right here, we have a low right here. After the break of this level, right, you can see price making another low right to this level, and this was the push before people and traders or the bulls started to take their profit right on this level. So what does this tells us? This tells us that price actually broke. This tells us the price actually broke the previous high right on this level, something like give us something like this on this level. So apparently price hasn't come to break any major lower high, be it a bigger structure or smaller structure. So definitely this confirms to us that we're still on a bullish trend, and whatever it is, right, price needs to cross down for us to confirm that okay, price is starting to move to the downside. So right now we're looking for all our moves to stay to the upside, but definitely we can't just draw in conclusion on this. We have to go to the daily time frame to expand things further. So let's get to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, let's correct our levels. Correct. Let's make it make sense. So on the daily time frame, what can we see? We have this key level right here. So what do we know for sure? The price actually is either price give us the rejection and keep moving to the upside or to the downside. But now, how do we know what price is going to do? We can't know what price is going to do if we don't actually make sense with these zones. So the first thing we want to do is to identify the different zones that on this time frame. So number one, we have this upper zone right here, which is very obvious right here. So the importance of identifying these zones is the fact that these zones are going to give us the informations that we need to further break prices down to its different level, right? We have another zone to the upside right here. This is another zone right here, just right above this level, right? We have another zone right here. Then we have another zones to the downside. Actually, we have another zones to the downside, which is which definitely would be this particular area. So in case price is going to break to the downside, definitely we can be having an edge on as regards to where we're going to be selling into. So now this is beginning to make sense, right? So apparently, what do we say? We said price is making a support at the previous resistance point. You can say previous resistance point making a support right here. So let's break it down on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, let's make it make sense. On the daily time frame, after most people had already taken a profit around that level, right? The price begin to move to the downside. We could see clearly that price started to make a move. When price started to move to the downside, started to make a lower high, a lower low kind of move, right? So let's look at it together, right? A lower lows, a lower high. You can see the low right here. Then price made a push to this level, right? Came to find a double exhaustion. I can remember about 2 weeks ago, we closed some very good profit on this particular move after the double exhaustion. I think we closed about 320 pips on just this pair, right? Where we found like an entry confirmation and we took a profit right on this level. So what is price doing right here? So the point I'm trying to make right here is that the moment price broke this last lower high level, right on this level, and after making that double exhaustion, the moment price breaks this last lower high, this confirms something. This confirms the price has actually broken this mini retracement structure, right? So price could have done two things. Number one, either could have rejected right on this level and find the support at the previous area of resistance broken, or what price seems to be doing right now, coming to find a support at the 61.8 Fibonacci level, right? Which, if you're a student of the no bar trades, you shouldn't, you should be used to this. I mean, in the academy, it has, been made, known as regards different ways the price could change chart structure. So right now we have a 61.8 level right here. So let's identify the 61.8 level zone, right, with the blue blue rectangle, right? So making sense with this right now. So definitely let's identify the key point area out so we could take our Fibonacci up. So what do we know for sure? What we know for sure is simple, right? So if price is definitely going to reject right here, then this is going to be our determinant zone for the week, right? What does it mean to be a determinant zone? Okay, this would be our confirmation zone, right? If price should reject this level and we should find a lower time frame entry confirmation, definitely we're going long. If price should break this level, probably give us a daily close below, then we could be looking for more, bearish push, definitely right to this key level right here. So definitely we already have an edge on as regards to what we want to do. So how do we take our profit right here, right? If price is definitely going to reject to the upside, right? Price may be looking to target the 61.8, the old 61.8 level of the retracement. So what does that tell us? That tells us that we have a very nice exit, right? Provided we find a confirmation, right? So this is beginning to make sense to us right now. So let's turn it down to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, what can we see right here? On the 4 hours time frame, what can we see right here? What we can see right here is simple, right? We've identified our key determinant zone. So that means for the new week, we could be looking as out for this zone to be major zone of that's going to give us the directions regards to what we have to do, right? So then let's look at more confirmations regards to why this zone, right? So number one, after price got to this level, you can see a very nice AB equals to CD right here. So definitely this tells us something, right? After AB equals to CD, this is AB, right? Retracement BC and extension what CD. So after the completion of AB equals to CD, definitely there's bound to be some rejection, at least to the 61.8 of this level. And if it breaks the 61.8, then we can be moving to the upside. So it's the same case scenario right here. So we have the AB right here, right? We have the retracement BC right here. And then we could be having the CD extension to this level. So up on the lower time frame entry confirmation, we're going to be looking for price to reject, provided price give us the edge on, right? We're not going to assume the market. We're not going to assume, we're only going to react to what the market says, right? So if price should break the 61.8, then definitely we're going to be coming to the next, resistance zone. So this is exactly what we're looking out for this week. So what is definitely going to be our entry? Number one, we want to see what price is going to do here. Then we go to the lower time frame to find a lower time frame entry confirmation. So probably our entry confirmation will be a situation where price, definitely maybe moving to this level, right? When price moves to this level, we could be having a push, right? You see the previous area of support right here. We could be having a push. The price made a push, making a push to this level, right? So if we can find a push to this level, we're definitely looking for price to make an exhaustion. Then if price could make an exhaustion for us, then definitely at the break of the last exhaustion, just to confirm that the fact that the lower high structure is done, if we can find any break, then definitely we can be looking for to this level as our TP1, which is the 61.8 of this whole push. Like we said, with the AB because the CD completion and rejection to 61.8 level, then definitely we're going to be looking at this trade. So now if we're going to find a rejection around this level, so what exactly is our risk reward? Is it worth going in? So it's not really about finding a perfect setup. You want to know if a risk reward is worth it on this pair. So definitely our risk is going to be anything around like 40 to 50 pips, and our reward is definitely going to be about 219 pips, which is a very solid one ratio for upon entry. So this is a very perfect trade we're going to be looking out for next week upon confirmation. So psychology of this trade, right, is pretty much simple, right? We've already had a determinant zone, so we are not going to enter this trade only because we have a determinant zone. Nah, that's not how to do it, right? In the forex market, there has to be to every cause, to every effect, there has to be a cost. So there has to be a cost as regards to why we enter the trade, and what's the cost we're waiting out for here, right? The lower time frame entry confirmation, we're looking for the break, and definitely we're going to be looking into this trade. So what's definitely going to be our setup right on this pair? Definitely we're looking at a rejection right here and taking advantage of this 219 pips right on this level. So definitely this is what we're going to be looking at this week. And definitely if price should break the 61.8, then we can be looking forward to buying even further after we take a profit. Definitely we're going to be dropping a setup for that one. So definitely this is what we're looking at. So you guys should have a very amazing weekend. If you love this video, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe on our YouTube channel at No Bad Trades Forex, our Instagram at No Bad Trades, and our Telegram, free Telegram channel at No Bad Trades. Thank you guys so much, and I wish you guys a very beautiful month ahead.